Hello, my friends out there on YouTube, and thank you as always for tuning in to Auto Transport for Dummies, where we talk about all the things you dummies want to know out there. So, in this clip, I'm actually just giving a shout out to all my haters who comment, send us emails, sometimes spam us, send us like some of them. We actually have some companies now that will actually call us and like waste our time on purpose for whatever reason. They just, I don't know, I guess they got nothing better to do. They're not happy about stuff we put on our channel. I know for a fact Sherpa recently left us like this very long comment, but no, they were upset about the price lock video we did, which basically we're just not really doing the hit piece on them. We're just telling the public that, you know, these price locks are just meaningless. They don't mean jack, which is true. Just like guarantees, it don't mean anything either. I mean, what good is a guarantee, like we've said, from companies that have all these Yelp reviews stating the same thing happens over and over and over. Industry standard, quote, whatever price, and then jack it later. You know, I think people would just be happier if you're like, you know, I think it's going to take very close to this number. We can't guarantee it. It's probably going to be, you know, maybe it's 90% it'll cost this number, but they realize that they need to guarantee it for that person to book the order. So that's what they do, even though the guarantee is worth $0. And we've got one guy who's just so upset that we charge $89 per order to book an order with us. He thinks that's not enough money, which I don't really know why anybody would care, you know. It's a free country. This is America. You could charge whatever you want. Charge $500 on your side or for your service, whatever you think it's worth. And then we got other people that think we charge too much. They think we should not be charging anything on the front end. Some of the critics say we shouldn't charge anything. It should be free until we have a transport set up for somebody. Which, you know, if you're in this industry long enough, like we have, you know, the problem with that issue is that we have too many quotes. We have too many people requesting quotes now. So we don't have enough time in a day to go through all these orders and just randomly try to find trucks for orders that we don't even know if the customer is serious on. We don't know if they actually want to move the car. And until somebody makes a small deposit, it's virtually impossible for us to have any real trust or faith that this order is even going anywhere. It's just way more of a hassle. If the customer doesn't trust the company, doesn't trust us right out of the gate, they think we're just playing games here, and they need us to ensure them that a truck is on the order before they make a measly $89 payment. Honestly, this just are not the clients we're looking for, okay? We're looking for clients that are confident in our company. They're confident we're going to get the job done for them, and they're willing to, you know, prove that by paying a very small fee. All these big companies, they all do the same thing. They know that somebody doesn't want to book an order until they quote unquote have a trucking coming out. So what do? They just say, oh, guess what, Mr. Johnson? We have a truck right down the street. It can pick up in the next hour. And then after the customer books it, they say, oh, whoopsie, the trucking company canceled. Looks like we'll have to get a different one. And then the guy's sucked into it because he already paid. Now they're waiting 3, 4, 5 days or a week or whatever. And honestly, this really hurts us because many times we will have a customer book an order or is considering booking an order, and we legitimately do have an option to move the vehicle. And then because this person is so weary of these types of tactics, they won't believe that we actually have a truck on the order or that we have the order set up. So the problem is, as always, it's just a trust issue, okay? So if you don't trust the company out of the gate enough to pay $89, in our opinion, that's just not a customer we want to deal with. We've made that choice, we've made that business decision, and we're sticking with it. It seems to be working. So, you know, we prioritize those orders so we don't waste our time. But frankly, about a couple years ago, around the time we started this channel, there was virtually nothing on YouTube or the internet in general about most of the practices that go on in this industry. You go to most of these auto transport websites, do a deep dive search through Montway and all their fact pages, frequently asked questions on all these transport sites, you're not going to find nothing. I mean, their way of explaining things is literally step 1, get a quote. Step 2, we pick up your car. Step 3, we deliver your car. I mean, are you effing kidding me? That's your explanation of how auto transport works? Really? So to all of our haters out there, I say thank you for tuning in. But we're not the ones that created this mess of an industry to basically give us so much content to talk about. I mean, if nothing was going on, there wouldn't be nothing to really tell people about. But there's just such a deep darkness and shadiness that goes on from all angles in this industry, whether it's trucking companies trying to run around without insurance and DOT numbers and triple dispatching cars out after one car gets sent to one company and then it gets dispatched 3 more times, or brokers operating out of the U.S. Virgin Islands, or like Montway now, the whole company's in Bulgaria. You got issues all across the board. So we're not the ones that created all this content to talk about. The industry's been like this for what, 20 years? And it just keeps going, and it's still going to this day. Quote low, come back with a higher number. I mean, truckers don't give a hell. They don't trust the brokers. Brokers don't trust the truckers. I mean, it's just a big shit show, and it remains a shit show. So with that, happy hauling. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys on the next one.